Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Bryan Board of Public Affairs meeting for December 6th, 2022. First on the agenda is an executive session to discuss imminent litigation. So for that I'll have to ask, I believe, besides approve the minutes of the November 15th, 2022 meeting. Board has been supplied with a copy of the minutes. Are there any corrections or additions?
Seeing none, Jim, I'd like to make a motion we had November 15th board meeting as written.
I will second it.
Dick?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Tom?
Next is a hearing of public concerns. Anyone present that would like to address the board that's not on the agenda? Seeing none. Next is a resolution. Martin, will you number and read, please?
Resolution number 48, 2022, approving the 2023 Bryan Municipal Utilities budget and requesting City Council adoption of the same.
Yeah, if you remember at our last meeting, our team submitted to you and gave a presentation of the proposed 2023 utility budget. I think I only received just a few clarifications from the board. So if you are satisfied with the budget, we prepared a resolution for the board to approve the 23 budget, and we would also respectfully ask the board to request City Council to approve our budget at its earliest convenience.
Questions from the board? If not, I will accept a resolution to approve.
I'll move to approve the budget as presented.
I will second it.
Tom?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Dick?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Next is another resolution. Lori, would you number and read, please?
Resolution number 49, 2022, authorizing change order number 2 in final disbursements for the water line extension project, East Wilson Street, County Road D, also known as the Airmate Water Line Extension Project.
Yeah, the Airmate project's finally come to an end. We've been working towards this end for quite some time. This change order basically reflects the minor changes to the contract for the reconciliation and the final quantities. We typically always have these and they balance out with a few parts we used and didn't use. So basically this is a deduct of the contract in the amount of $4,755.50. The remaining funds will be prorated and reimbursed to Airmate and the City of Bryan RLF, the revolving loan fund. It's nice to have this project completed. I want to give a thank you for Bryan Excavating for a great job, well done. I know everybody has supply chain issues. They got to it, and when they did get on it, they did a great job. So I ask you to clean this project up and do our final change order, and it's nice to have a deduct of $47.55.50.
It is nice. And yeah, they did get that done in a pretty timely manner.
Yeah.
And they'll be happy to get a little bit of that change back, won't they? Oh.
I'm not sure it's
Yeah.
going to touch it.
Can I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion we approve resolution 49.
One second.
Karen?
Yes.
Dick?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes. And next is another resolution. Lori, would you number and read, please?
Resolution number 50, 2022, a resolution amending and approving the City of Bryan Employee 2019 Handbook, specifically at Section 301 pertaining to sick leave payout.
Board, as you know, we had 2 handbooks in 2019 that we had some different language, and the intent really was to try to protect the city's budget as well as giving incentive to employees to stay the long term. What we didn't realize, I think, is that you had several employees that had come here later in their careers, that it really impinged upon the payout of their retirement that they had expected. So I want to thank the mayor and Nathan for entertaining my thoughts to try to bring us back to the same page. And so what you have before you is basically a grandfathering of those individuals who were hired before January 1st of 2021 to be back under the 100% payout. So that would include all of those long-term employees and some that had come here later in their careers. And then to adjust payouts for those who were hired after January 1st of 2021, as you see in the resolution. I did present this to council last night. They did pass it last night.
Yeah, this is something that's kind of near and dear to my heart after what we went through a few years back. It's good to get this settled.
Yeah,
It is.
And thank you for coming up with that, both Mayor.
Yes.
Rhonda, I know you worked on that. That'd be nice. It's just something we put behind us and keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that, I'd like to make a motion that we adopt resolution 5-0.
I'll second.
Dick?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Next is a request to hire a probationary engineering assistant, GIS coordinator. Jackie.
Thank you. This evening, we are respectfully requesting to hire Stephen Hall as the probationary utilities engineering assistant GIS coordinator. Stephen has only been with utilities for a year. However, he has 20 years of experience working in land surveying industry and as a CAD technician, with 10 years of this directly being in the construction layout and mapping side, which correlates with the GIS. So his previous experience with that GIS and the GPS and his previous leadership roles that he's held in his prior careers will allow him and assist him in the liaison part that is required of the GIS. So without any other questions that you have, we are requesting to make this reclassification.
Any questions? Everything I've heard about his qualifications were good. I have a motion to approve.
So moved.
I second it.
Dick?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Thank you.
Next is to set the final BPA meeting for the year. I hope you all checked your calendars for days that you were available.
Council, is this the 27th?
Council did schedule theirs for the 28th at noon,
28th at
which is
noon.
Wednesday.
Okay.
I will probably be gone from the 23rd on, so you can live without me.
Denied.
You didn't apply for that time off, did you?
I know something came up.
I know, that's fine.
The
Okay.
kids bought us a condo in Florida, and I gotta go down and close on it.
That sounds awful.
Should we have our meeting
A
down
farm
there?
up here, spent a
Yeah,
ton on
I
it.
like
Yeah,
that.
can we change jurisdiction for
Well,
the meeting?
Yeah.
It's a crew table.
So this just happens. I got a surprise.
All right. Anybody else?
Anytime's good.
Yeah, I'm pretty flexible. Karen, you checking your agenda?
I am good that last week.
29th, 30th, something like that, maybe?
The only day I don't think I can is, because Christmas is on Monday. I'm good either week that,
Okay.
well, yeah, if you wanted
Kind of up
to
to
do
you.
it
The
after.
other day, yeah, I just have to, the day after,
Are you
One
thinking
day
the
I just-
last week of December?
yeah, I think the last day, any day last week, I think I'm pretty well free except for
Earlier the better in the week, up through Wednesday, probably,
They just
rather
have
than the end of the week.
do payroll one day earlier in the week, so.
I mean, are we talking like the, what'd you say, the 28th was a Wednesday?
28th is a Wednesday, and ours is at noon.
I could do middle of the week.
Do before or after on noon.
I was going to say, would it be
Yeah.
appropriate for us to meet on the same day, or should we schedule the next day?
That, I think it's fine.
Usually you're the day before or after.
Yeah,
They're
that's
usually
why I
separate
asked.
Yeah, like the 27th or the 29th.
Which would work better for you guys, 27th and 29th?
You know,
What time would be better for me?
29th, let's do the 29th then.
What time?
Well, there again, I'm pretty flexible. It's kind of up to you, I guess.
I can
You
swing
good?
anytime.
Okay.
Any day. Fine.
name and time.
Are you guys off? Like, could we do a noon? Do you want to do something
I can
earlier?
make it work.
You're doing the...
Maybe. They haven't quite
Oh, okay.
decided whether we'll be working or working from home, or they don't know exactly what. It's too far
They're
away.
going to surprise you.
That's all
Would
right.
Noon work for you here?
Absolutely. We'll make it work.
Okay. And you might also remember the final meeting of the year is when we do nominations for chair and vice chair. So if you all have any interest
That's
in
why I'm ready to go.
those positions, I figured, yeah, you'd run from it. You might be thinking about it. Okay?
Can I have a motion to that, sir?
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, can I have a motion to accept that? The 29th at noon is the final board meeting of the year.
I'll second it.
Dick?
Yeah.
Annette?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, next is to affect semi-monthly disbursements. Can I have a motion to pay the bills, please?
There's a new company on here that I had to check out. I'll make a motion, we pay the bills.
I'll second.
Karen?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Dick?
Yes.
Comments from BP and staff? Schreiner.
I'll start out by congratulations to Stephen. Like I said earlier, it's also nice to cross some of these projects off the list, such as Airmate water main extension was a big one, so glad that that's completed. And now we can cross off the Bryan Tower painting. Eric Hen finished up Friday, from what I understand, and he is left town Saturday. So the mural is complete, so we can finally say it's a wrap for the water tower. It's full and functioning.
That's nice.
And I just want to thank Eric for a great job. I think he did a wonderful job, did it fairly quickly, and I'm happy with the final product. So that's all I have to say.
No, sir.
All right.
No, sir, thank you.
Mr. Betts, would you like to
No.
contribute anything? Derek? Jackie?
Yeah, I just want to make sure that the board takes a few minutes and looks at the decorations up front. We had a great group of employees that got together and worked together to do that. Kieran Myers, Stuart Martin, Susie Hensley, Justin Walfogel, Christopher Bryce was in there. Who am I missing? Nate, anybody?
I think that was most of them.
Oh, and Megan Wiley.
Oh, Megan,
Who was
yeah.
the one that instigated it, right?
Yeah.
So thank you. We look the most festive around here that we have looked in years, and it's been awesome.
Wonderful. Does?
Yes, just congratulations to Stephen. Does he go by Stephen or Steve?
Stephen.
Stephen, okay. And the Wilson Street water line project, get that done. It's been a while, but we're finished, and they can move forward. And on the handbook resolution, thanks to all that took part in that to get that completed. Thank you. And also had good comments last night when I was at the city, or after the city council meeting, from several of the members on the council about thanking our utility department for all the work they did to get the Christmas lights up and how well and how good they look. And they really do look good. So you can see them from
Oh, boy.
last night. Sherwood. Thank you to our department that helped with that project. That's all.
And I agree with everything you said, it's all well put, so. pass it on to you then.
I'd like to thank council, everyone involved in the handbook. So we're back on one handbook. That's fantastic. Glad that's over with and behind us. And looking forward to next year.
I have to say that, you know, it was nice to see so many of the BMU trucks in the parade and the lights. I just love the courthouse, the way it looks. It's just my favorite time of the year with all the decorations and the Chris Kimball shops on the square. So please, everybody go up and visit the shops and all the other businesses on the square. It truly is my favorite time of the year, and one of my favorite times of the year in Bryan. Lights just pop. They are just beautiful. Didn't realize that the changing of the lights would make that much of a difference, but they really do. Congratulations to Stephen. Glad the Airmate project is done. And the water tower just makes me proud to be from Bryan, Ohio. My son, who lives in Kansas City, has just been keeping tabs on it, and he thinks it's just the coolest thing. He's a teacher in Kansas City, and he keeps dum-dums on his desk, so he's been keeping tabs on it and just loves it too. So it just makes me proud to be from Bryan, Ohio. So that's all.
Yeah, congratulations to Stephen, and I'm sure Airmate's glad that the water project is done. I see they're making real progress out there. As far as the Christmas lights go, yeah, it's something. About every morning, I drive through town pretty early. Of course, this time of year it's dark. It just seems like, of course, it did an excellent job of decorating, but it seems like, I don't know if it's the lights that they used or what, they just really, I don't know, they're striking, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it, but it seems to be so well organized this year. I mean, with the shops and stuff up on the square. My wife and I went to church last Saturday night, got out around 7 o'clock and came downtown and tried to find a place to eat dinner. And good Lord, the square was covered, yes, and as we got out of our car, we parked over in front of Grand Plaza, and as we were getting out of our car, a school bus came through and started letting people out, and this was, like I say, around 7 o'clock in the evening. It just, wow, it's, the downtown area is not lacking for lack of people. It's really neat. And the tower too. I happened to notice today, I drove by, and the tower is a sight to behold. That's all I have. So next on the agenda is to go into executive session to discuss employment and compensation of public employees. But before we go into executive session, we will take a brief recess.